Hey all, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be explaining the game Dark Age Asunder. This is a roguelite bullet hell game that just released on Steam, so yeah, it's a Vampire Survivors-like game, but with a twist. In this one, you don't just level up and unlock new abilities, you also build structures that help you get stronger over time. So far, this game has been flying under the radar, and I love covering these kinds of games from time to time. When the developer reached out with an offer to sponsor, of course I said yes, and I'm really grateful they did. Alright, let me tell you more about the game. You play in a medieval world ripped apart by King Malvar, a ruthless tyrant hungry for power. With the help of his wizard, Malvar sends waves of monsters to destroy nearby villages. Your job sounds simple on paper: survive, push back, rebuild the kingdom, and eventually take down the king. But as we all know, things are rarely simple. And unlike real life, here you're dealing with skeletons and monsters, not annoying people. The gameplay works like this: pick a character, drop into a level, and survive as long as you can. There are two main things that set this game apart. First, a small but important detail. You actually need to face the direction you want to attack. Attacks happen automatically, but only if you're facing the right way. That makes the gameplay a bit sharper and more active than in similar games. The second difference is bigger, and I'll get to that in a second. But first, let's talk about the characters. Each character has their own playstyle. Carl is your all-rounder, with brutal melee attacks and great resource gathering. Sage is a nature-based archer who can heal and poison enemies over time. And Valos is the magic user, controlling the battlefield with shields and force fields, plus he can re-roll upgrades, giving you more control over your build mid-run. In my next video, I'll show off all the characters. I'll put a link in the description once it's live. As you play, enemies spawn every minute, dropping experience or temporary buff potions when defeated. Collect enough EXP, and you'll pick between 3 random upgrades, maybe stronger attacks, faster movement, or entirely new abilities. These upgrades only last for that run, adding that classic roguelite tension. Like eating ice cream on a hot day. You feel great for a bit, but when it melts, it's gone, and you start over. On the map, you'll also find resource discoveries, like wood piles, iron mines, gold mines, or mana wells. Stand in their area to claim them. Every minute, you get resources from your claimed iron, gold, and mana points. Wood is special. You can only collect it once per location. And here's where that second big difference comes in. These resources feed into the base building system. As you rebuild the kingdom, villagers return and take on jobs tied to the structures you restore. They offer upgrades, support, and more ways to strengthen your runs. So while you're fighting for your life, you're also gathering materials to build new buildings, upgrade things, and unlock long-term advantages. It's too light to call it full-on base building, but it doesn't have to be. It still brings an extra layer of strategy to an otherwise pretty straightforward genre. Every 5 minutes, night falls for 1 minute. That's when things get spicy. Every enemy type you've seen in the last 5 minutes spawns together, creating a big survival spike. If you make it through, you'll eventually face a boss, a much tougher enemy at the end of the level. Beat them, and you either move forward, or, if you die, you take home your collected gold. That gold feeds into the permanent upgrade system. After each run, win or lose, you can spend gold to improve your characters permanently. More health, better damage, stronger abilities, all the stuff that makes the next run a little easier. Some final notes before we wrap this up. There are 3 playable characters, 3 biomes, and a final extra level. More than 50 different enemy types, a day and night cycle, 14 different relics that give players special upgrades, and you use the alchemy lab to give yourself extra boosts. By the way, keep in mind, all the footage you've seen is early game. Of course, it gets a lot crazier later. So let's wrap this up. Dark Age Asunder is a roguelite Vampire Survivors-like game with a little bit of base building sprinkled in to keep it fresh. Are you going to check out the game? Let me know in the comments. And if you like videos like this, please consider liking and subscribing. Regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.